Hello, I am Dr. H.D. Mahar from PG College Ambikapur, and this is my website. I want to tell about you law of time and mathematical axiom. So, all of dignitaries, professors, scientists, mathematicians all over the globe, scholars are requested to kindly have an attention that the morphology of time. Time is a vector relation in rotational movement between a star and planets around its axis and on its orbits. So that we can write that time psi is equal to omega relation, that is the angle sun, earth and of course observatory. Says universal time is absolute time. Astral time, it means galaxies have the relation between the universe, and that omega relation of the galaxies is astral time. And just like of our earth, the rotational movement in the axis and its orbit also, the planetary movement. So our earth has the relation such that like of that Thurs, Jupiter, Mars, Wednesday, Venus, they have their own time, and for the earth there is Greenwich time, and the position of the globe, that observer is where, suppose it is in, we are in India, so Indian is standard time, and each country has, each continent has, each place has their own standard time of that country, and the individual side that their his own time. How, suppose the Sri Lanka and India, between both there are half hour distance, and here we are at the 10 centimeter distance. So in that ratio, that 1000 kilometer is supposed, so 1000 kilometers shall be changes into centimeter, and hours shall be changed into seconds, and that on that ratio there will be any femtosecond or zettosecond or attosecond difference, so that each individual object and each individual person has their own time. So sun is not only ultimate source of the energy, but also the ultimate source of time and space for the solar system, our solar system. So this was about the time. Now let us say mathematical axiom. So mathematics is universal truth, and it represents the law of universe under the mathematical axioms, and all universe runs by these mathematical axioms, which are universal truth. So two German mathematicians, Ernst Friedrich Fernandez Zermelo, his lifespan was 27/7/1871 to 21 May 1953, Berlin, Brisga, and Adolf Abraham Halevi Franklin. His lifetime was 17 to 1891 to 15 October 1965, Munich, Jerusalem. At last they were present, and actually they have both met Zermelo-Fraenkel set theory, 0 to 9. Actually they have studied Bernard Arthur William Russell, whose lifespan was 1872 to 1970, Wallace, England. They have met Russell paradox, which is the contradiction, that is the opposite thoughts that we will say that there is law of universe, law of infinite, and also there is law of particles and femtosecond and zettosecond, like Higgs boson like particles. So every set is not belong to that set. Means set, this is the contradiction made by Russell. So Russell paradox. Russell was very famous scientist. So this was the paper presented in the University of Kolkata and also University of Kalyani, and MC paper, it is also published. So this is the basic thing, and I think this is the clear that 1 to 10 law of time was made, and there is already made by Jermelo Franklin the mathematical axiom. So I make the relation with the my-made law of time and mathematical axiom, and this was found that what sequence Jermelo and Franklin were made is just opposite. So let us see one by one that first law of time is time of movement, that times irreversible means does not return, and continuous movement, that linear timeline, there is a concept of timeline, that time runs linear as day to day, we know, but in the watch there is circular time. Since the earth moves rotatory, so our clock moves rotatory, the circular in the watch pointers, and if we both add, so it becomes the serpentine movement. So serpentine movement, time has, since energy has also serpentine movement. So it is how related with the mathematical axiom, the 10th number of axiom. Jermelo Franklin made 0 to 9, which I changes to 1 to 10 for my simplicity. So last axiom is axiom of set theoretical point. It is also called axiom of foundation. So set theory point is actually when two activities are related with each other. When one activity takes place, another activity takes place already, just like body weight is directly proportional to growth. So member of set theory says there is set of one activity on its result. So mathematically we can say something else entirely. Member of set is how that member is member, and it can be in the set or it cannot be in the set. So element is free to be in the member or not in the member. Second law is law of opposite, that earth moves anti-clockwise. There are video present in YouTube and net. So we will see if so earth moves anti-clockwise while our watch moves clockwise. And nextly, the universe or globe or world came from past through evolution, origin or development, and is in present, and we are moving to the bright future, or globe is moving to the future. So there is opposite movement, and axiom of regularity here is it's resembling that axiom of regularity says that if any member is present in the set, that will regularly be present. If it is not to be present in the set, it will never be present. So, how it is related to the axiom of regularity? That suppose there is a question, and question is in the form of set, and conditions A are given. What we do, that we go the sequence by unitary method to solve the problem. But in the mathematics, it is not so. We have the already answer x, and we go to search for the value of the x. So, axiom of regularity is just similar to the law of opposite, that axiom of regularity. Firstly, the answer x is assumed, and we are going to search for the value of x. Third law is law of energy. Of course, time is energy, and it remains continue in the continuum. So, actually, the universe is the pyramid of energy, time, and universe. There are many types of energy intermingled with each other, just like alpha, beta, gamma radiations, electricity, light, gravitational force, Tesla, geographical, magnetic, and cosmic radiations, and of course there is a new type of energy, mobile radiation. So we have to choose what energy we want to take in the study. So it is resembled with the axiom of choice, that if A set, it is not empty, and x, it is functionally belonging to another function fa that belong to x, and fa belong to x. What does it mean? That if there are many sets and elements and very vast, so we can choose one element from the all set, and we can make a new set. We can make a new set. And exampling and sampling is used or given by this axiom of choice, that suppose the forest is very vast and we cannot study total forest, so we can take 1 meter quadrant of each part, and average result will be the total forest result. So time is psi, and x is space, and energy is if f, then function of the time will the space, and that is never zero energy. So I wanted to try describe it, that three all are united with each other, we cannot separate. Fourth law is law of universe. Just I told that homogeneity is there with the space, energy, and time, and it is continue in continuum homogeneously, and its law of universe deals with the universal for all. Suppose for me it is 7 o'clock, it is for all 7 o'clock, and universe is expanding on its all angle 360 degree at all minutes and seconds. So not circular but spherical on the all dimensions, it elliptical or ball shape around the expanding. So law of expansion or axiom of power set is equal to 8, that for any set X, the containing all subset of X exists that come to the power set, and explosion of the result takes place. For example, there is corona, and corona process of spreading is the disease. Corona, it is spreading. The process of spreading is equal to disease to the power of contamination and time. Actually, it is in math set law of exponential. Exponential law or law of exponential or power set. It is applied for the pandemism. It is also applied for the infant growth, that zygote divides to 2 cells, then 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32 to 64, then 180, 28, then and so on. So exponential way it goes. The fifth law is law of part of the 5 tenses apart from past, present and future. If we will combine it, so it becomes great time, and if we don't accept the law, so 8 tense or 5 tense or 0 tense, so time is of 5 times, and it is in the part put present. So as per modern definition of the time, there is already present in the future, and incidents are happening or being such is replaced in the present, and present is replaced by past to be history. So the modern definition of the time, that the time is sequence or series of the incidents. So it is resembling with the axiom of replacement. Actually, replacement is the putting out and adding in that outputted place. So it is mixture of 2 axioms. 6a is axiom of separation and 6b is axiom of substitution. Suppose we know the value of acceleration, that half mv square, and when we go to calculate the momentum, so momentum is equal to ma. So A is priorly known, that half mv square, so we can replace A by its value, and we can say the momentum is half mv square. Half ma square is replaced by half mv square. So ma square. So the replacement of, but there should be a equal value to be replaced. So this is about the replacement, that something we put out and something we add, but A and A is equal, then it can be so. So the result should not be different if A and B are equal. So there is not difference of result. 6 law is law of infinite. So time runs from the infinite future comes, and then future, then present, then past, then infinite past. So time is infinite. Just like here is no problem to make the similarity, because the axiom of infinity has the math also. There is a set x that contains empty set, and such that if y belongs to x, then union of y and y set also belong to x. So what is very strange axiom to express the informal language that there is infinite, suppose pi, or not pi, 1 by 3. So 0.333333 up to infinite. One thing here I read that infinite plus infinite is equal to infinite, and infinite minus infinite is equal to also infinite. So infinite plus infinite also infinite. How that universe is infinite? Universe expands in the minus universe, and since as definition universe is all and all and all. So this universe plus that universe where this universe expands is equal to all infinite. So u plus u minus is equal to capital U. So here infinity minus infinity is equals also infinite, because suppose there is a body containing infinite molecules, we put out some part, and this out part has also infinite molecule. So infinite minus infinite, and what is remains part, that is also containing infinite. So infinite minus infinite molecule contains at last remaining. So infinite minus infinite is equal to infinite. So seventh law is law of particle. Mathematically definition, the line is the sequence of infinite points. So points can be suggested as particle. In the corpuscular assumption of the linear dimension of time, many particles make the time, and the minutest time particle suggested God particle. Since in the mc square, c square is constant, so m proportional to c. So there is no difference between material, molecule and energy in higher science. So God particle, like there are many particles of the energy, that Higgs boson, positron, fermion, photon, magneton, cosmon. So just like of this, there is particle of the time, femtosecond, 10 to the power minus 15, 1 second, and attosecond, 10 to the power minus 18, jeptasecond, 1 into 10 to the power, actually it is 21. So it is law of particle. So next we see law of uncertainty. Uncertainty means undefiniteness. So there is undefiniteness. How that here is 7 o'clock and another place is not 7 o'clock. And on another view, past time is estimated by history, video, memory, traditions, rituals, etc. But it can be fluctuate the reality, because it is based on the faith and belief, and reality can fluctuate. So time is uncertain. Actually the present and future is uncertain. Any can not know that what will be on the next second. So unordered pair, if x and y, two sets are here and both are in pair, then they will exist if they are unordered. If they are not unordered, they will not exist. For example, if we say kilometer, no function of this set, because no meaning of this, just like second. So no meaning of this. So there should be any unordered pair. So both can be kilometer per second or kilometer per minute, or any another element member should be just like any number. So n kilometer or n second. So there should be any unordered pair. So what I described that it is unordered pair is not functional if they are in a order. 1 second, anybody is coming here. What I was telling about it, that mass and time and universe, Newtonian opposite law and Tantra is uncertainty theorem. Then let us move to the law of time or chronobiology. It is also called chronobiology. So lifetime is from the natality, means birth time, and total aging, then mortality time. So time has the lifetime or chronobiology. Newton said that there is a significant of the observer. So each observer has this light particle, and since the time is infinite, we have seen, and the lifetime is very much less, physically says epsilon to 0. Mathematically epsilon is not 0, but physics epsilon is 0 near to. So it is about to the axiom of null set, that if there is phi, if there is any set x and it contains no member, so it is called that phi is null set. Null set means nothing. Here is this important, that 0 is different from null set. 0 is same positive plus same negative is equal to 0, but phi is nothing about. To think about it means we don't follow the law, we don't attend the math, we don't interest in it, so it will be phi. Now last law is law of quality. So since time is homogeneously in the universe, so there is quality of time, good time, bad time, praise time or hesitation time. So there is quality of time, and it is resembling with the first axiom of extensionality. So extensionality or extension theory deals with the epsilon relation, this epsilon relation of the set, and how it is described the math. The quality of math is the extension of the solution, solving the problem. So math's quality is the extension of the solving problem and dealing with the question or problem. So law of quality in the math is equal to the epsilon relation and axiom of extensionality which described about it. So how the epsilon relation is? Actually, epsilon is the total preposition of, for, in, from, belong, during, due to, and so on. So all relation does mean this epsilon, just like of this set X is any object, any material, anything. So set X can be anything, so that neither set X has any definition nor epsilon has any definition, because epsilon is a preposition or type of relation and set is any object, any material. So axiom 1 is written formally as that all x and y are such that all z, and in condition that z belongs to x, it will function that z belongs to y also in the condition that x and y are equal. So if it's not complete set with all its element member, it will not be function. So function of x for all y ABCD be present, so that it will be functional of x in condition that all y is, all members are present in that thing, in that set. So it is not clear. So thanks Professor Frederick Stuhler, teacher in YouTube Maths. So it is reference. I have to use to learn it again and again, and so we can express the axiom, and these are references. And thank you, Jai Hind.